all along that this wouldn't happen.
It blows to fishermen up and down the West Coast. A federal court ruling could lead to the cancellation of an entire Chinook salmon fishing season.
Boats are ready to go in July, but now everything is up in the air. Part of a lawsuit aimed to save the endangered southern resident killer whales.
Fox 13's Matthew Smith has been talking to all sides involved. And Matt, ultimately, this is about orcas, but the focus is actually on the salmon here.
Yeah, and this really affects our area for two different ways. One, our local fishermen that travel north to take part in the Southeast Alaska commercial fishing season this ruling is tied to. You just heard from one of those fishermen. Two, our local salmon that are at risk of extinction. Think of it this way. This time of year, salmon are racing out through streams and rivers trying to make their way out to open waters where they can grow older. Now, Washington salmon end up near Alaska. In fact, if you really look at the map, whether you're Washington, Oregon, up to British Columbia, all those salmon end up here in Alaska, meaning when trollers go out fishing, they're actually picking off fish that would return to our local waters, some which would ultimately become orca food.
It's devastating.
That's Paul Olson's reaction to this ruling coming out of Seattle's U.S. District Court. This ruling, effectively ending the upcoming summer harvest of Chinook salmon in Southeast Alaska.
This dock is full of trollers. There's roughly 300 to 400 trollers in Sitka, Alaska.
Olson just arrived from Washington, but he may not be allowed to fish this season or this winter. The reason? The endangered southern resident killer whales. NOAA essentially admitted the current rate of fishing allowed in Southeast Alaska would harm these whales. The court deciding they need to go back to the drawing board and redo their planning.
I personally believe that these fishers are great stewards of the environment and really care about the resource. I think the blame really lies with federal fisheries managers.
Wild Fish Conservancy's Emma Helverson tells me she gets that this ruling is a blow, but also calls it long overdue. The Chinook numbers are crashing up and down the coast. Most of Chinook fishing off of California and Oregon were called off this year. Washington is still struggling with a number of their species. And of course, you have the southern residents. Just 73 remain at this point. Their struggles, well documented here on Fox 13. Those range from vessel noise that disrupts their ability to hunt, to pollution, and of course, a lack of fish.
And when you have a single action that could stabilize the population and stop their decline toward extinction by taking one single action, it's really hard to argue that shouldn't occur.
We're just hoping we can go fishing, and if we can't, we're going to have to find ways to survive until another year.
Both the state of Alaska and the Alaska Trollers Association already challenging this ruling, so there's still a lot of story to be told here. But as you can tell, there's no good option here. Someone's ultimately going to be hurt. Fishers, the industry that relies on them, the orcas, the salmon. No perfect answer here, Brian Hanna, really exists.